guys, it is Saturday, May 28th, and I just kind of wanted to sit down tonight and film a trick update and also what it's like growing up with Trichotillomania. And I've actually been asked about this before. How did I cope with this? How can my children cope with Trichotillomania? It's really difficult, and it gets easier, but it doesn't get better unless you're making progress. So it's going to get easier to talk about, but it's still going to put you in a place of how are people going to judge me? How am I going to deal with this when with all the questions that people ask? And so I think that I'm at a healthy point when with people asking me, so what is trichotillomania? Or I heard you have this thing called trick, and that's the questions I get now. That's how people start opening up conversation with me about it now. But back in the day, kids would ask me, where are your eyelashes? What are you doing? My friends would say, stop, it's simple. And it's not. And so I think that I was an early plucker. I started when I was 4. Some of you may know. And it started at a really developmental stage in my life where kids were focused on what what are they going to do at recess, and who's going to be the line leader in school, and I'm sitting there plucking my eyelashes, and my teachers are concerned for my well-being, and of course they go to my parents. My parents go to my doctor. My first doctor didn't know what the heck was going on with me, so I am isolated with this condition and with this habit that we all knew was bad for me but didn't know where it spurred from. In my case, it ended up being genetic from my grandmother, some of you may know, and she had a really bad case. Not only were her eyelashes gone, but so were her eyebrows and all of her head hair. So thankfully, all I got was the eyelash situation, and it's even my upper lash line. I don't really pluck on my lower lashes. So anyways, whenever I was 4, that's when we first found my bad tendencies to pull out every eyelash on my eyelid. And throughout the years, it was hard telling kids my age what an obsessive compulsive disorder was when we were still learning one-step math equations. If you understand what I'm saying, it was just very difficult to say and explain to them that I do this not only because I have a condition, but also it's something I can't control. So, it would put me in a very awkward situation. So for any parent watching or for any kid still in these situations, I would say let time pass. I know that's hard, but there's really nothing you can do to help explain to people besides educate them, and then sometimes that makes it weird and people don't want to learn, or people don't want to put in the time to invest in your condition, and that's okay. We don't go around asking cancer patients all of their personal questions. And again, I've gotten heat for this before because I don't compare it to cancer, but I compare it to you outwardly see a difference in appearance, and so you don't really ask those people. Maybe you assume what's going on, so it makes it, but if you were to ask them, it would put them in an awkward situation or something very sad, and it would bring up a lot of emotions. So it's the same with me. I really don't, well, now I don't mind being asked about it at all. I mean, sometimes people know me for this. And so, but when I was younger, I was like, oh no, here we go again. And it got really intense in middle school. It got really intense my freshman year of high school. I remember this vividly. One of my basketball teammates asked me, do you have eyelashes? Where are your eyelashes? Do you use mascara? And this was the first point in my life where I was in love with makeup, and I really wished for the eyelashes and the voluminous, just dramatic smoky eye. And so this time in my freshman year, I was playing basketball, and I didn't wear false eyelashes the whole day at school because at practice I got really sweaty, and I don't know if some of you know that when you get sweaty or wet, the eyelashes will just peel off, and so it was no use. So I just stuck with eyeliner, and she asked me this, and it was really, really, really awkward because the whole team was there, my coaches overheard. And what do you say to this? I mean, I know it's coming out of, she was probably very concerned or just curious, and there I was put on the spot, and so I had to explain, and I'm just an awkward person most of the time, so I was like didn't know what to say to make this girl explain or like understand what it was. So I just said it was trichotillomania, and it's an obsessive compulsive disorder, like, you know, peeling your fingernails or like tapping or biting your nails even. And so they understood, but I was sweating through that entire conversation. And when people were overhearing and listening, and really maybe if they've noticed that before on me and wanted to know what was wrong. So it gets better, but like I said, it doesn't get less awkward. Even though I hear the question and I automatically have a explanation for them, like depending on their age. Some people I can talk a little bit more in depth with it. I guess if they know a little bit more medical, you know, terminology that I can, you know, relate with. And so like little kids, I had like little cousins, and you have to break it down with basics, and it just gets really technical. But I just kind of wanted to have an open heart with you guys because I've been asked before, what can I do? My mom won't let me wear makeup, or like my parents don't know I have trichotillomania. It's very real. Don't let anybody tell you that you're abnormal or that it doesn't exist. It does. And, you know, it's just something that you're going to have to battle. Everybody battles something. Don't let it bring you down or discourage you from beating this habit and this beast. It really is a beast, and it's going to be okay. Just, you know, give it time. And for the parents out there, I know your children maybe feel a little left out or, you know, worried or stressed about it, and don't let them feel stressed. It will even spike the angst and the pulling and plucking and everything. So just wait it out. Let them know that everybody has something, and, you know, maybe to brush it off. Don't really let them go too deep into the conversation, because too much thinking is bad on the mind with minds like ours. It's just, you know, just keep everything at a basic level, quick and simple, and there you have it. So time for the trick update. I'm doing okay. It's now summertime, and I'm doing things during the day. I'm not sitting there studying for finals, or I'm not sitting there doing work, and so I have my mind off of it a lot, and I'm still exercising, and I'm still, you know, releasing the adrenaline and the endorphins so that my mind and my body doesn't have pent up energy or stress, or good or bad. You know what I'm saying? It comes from both good and bad stress. And so I'm happy. I'm really happy, and I have a video coming out soon about my modeling, and I've made a really big decision that has lifted so much weight off of my shoulders. I will no longer be working in the size 2 industry. I'm done with that route, and so I'm still modeling, but I'm going a different direction that promotes body positivity and just a healthy lifestyle. Most of you know I'm vegan, and so I'm excited to promote veganism, the planet, animals. That matters a lot more than staying skinny, and really watching what I eat when I have a lot more energy to contribute to this earth and my community and my plans for the future for larger impact. So I'm in a good place right now. I'm always going to be working on Trick, and someday we always hope that I can beat it, and I hope that you can beat it. But I just wanted to sit down with you guys and say hi, and I hope you're having a good weekend, and I hope you have a beautiful Memorial Day with your friends and family, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.